Hello, hello, hello. Sorry I'm late. Hello. I was getting ready real quick. Hi, Ronald. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was running late. I went to Target. I went to the chiropractor. Hi, Lori. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Thanks for praying for me, Ronald. I appreciate it. I think it's working. I think it's working. Yeah. Yeah. I had a good time in Quartzsite. Um, I did not stay in my car the whole time. I had rented a trailer, but it was too heavy. I couldn't find anything little to rent down in Phoenix. I couldn't find anything 1,500 pounds. I found a tab. I found a little teardrop to rent up here, and I might, as yet, if it's available, rent it sometime in the future to try it out. It's a little teardrop, and it's up here in Colorado. But I didn't want to tow something all the way down there, so I slept in my car for 3 nights. But it was a pretty bad. Like, if you know me, if you heard me say before, I've been having back trouble recently, so that really wasn't good for my back. So I went back to the chiropractor today, and he did say it was like all like tightened up, and so I went and got adjusted today, and I spent 3 nights, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night at the hotel in Ehrenberg, the Best Western. It was a pretty good hotel. And they had breakfast. I only got breakfast on the last day I was there, though. I was so tired. I slept in, and the breakfast is only till 9. So, how is everybody doing? How are you doing, Lori? Yes, I'm glad I made it back home safe and sound too. And no bad weather. So I had like rain and sleet and like snow and rain like at the same time going there in New Mexico, and snow and yeah, rain. And hey Tim. So yeah, so I had good weather on the way back, just snow on the ground. So, and I'm like, if it is going to be that cold, it was just as cold there as it is here. I thought it was going to be warmer there. And so, if it's going to be that cold, I like snow. I don't know. That's just me. Cali, Florida girl. I like snow. And so, but I'm happy to be back in my cozy apartment. And I put this dress on that I got at the World Market. And so I can't wear this out right now because it's sleeveless. But I'm like, hey, I'm inside. I can wear it on my live. So yeah, I got to say some poems by the fire. So that was really fun. And people filmed me. Hey, the last poem I said, I don't have footage of that. If anybody that filmed it is watching, hey, send that to me. I'll put my email down at the bottom. Yeah, because I think I said my redheaded poem on the last day, but yeah. So yeah, I didn't get to see everybody I attempted to see or tried to see. Um, and yeah, so it was interesting. Um, it was interesting. And, guys, since I got my apartment, to be honest, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't really want to go anywhere. I'm kind of being a homebody right now. And so just like chilling. And so I just kind of like, I want to go. I wanted to go and I didn't want to go. I made myself go. Hello, O Van Gal. Welcome in. Hey, Brandon Jackson. How are you? Oh, you just got off work. Well, thanks. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm going an hour early. I'm going to go at this time, I think, all the time. It's um I'm not having a panel, Brandon. I'm not having a panel. I'm just me. Just me. I might play my flute for myself. No. Wait. It's cold. I just got my flute out of the car because I did have my flute with me, but I didn't play it there. Hey, Arnie. Hello. How is everybody? What's the weather like where you are? Yeah, I don't keep up with it and I don't practice enough. I play the same thing over and over on here. I don't know, but I get nervous when I'm gonna try to play something new, and I'm trying to learn more stuff, but I don't pick it up as often as I should. Like I am. Part of that. Cold. It's really cold here. And I got really windy after I left. And I got my 25 degrees. It's 40 there. So it's warmer in Oregon. Man, it's cold. It's colder that way. Where did I put my phone? I'm still unpacking the car, but I took my car and got it washed. Let me see something. Where did I put my phone? Lost it. Ah. Let's see what the temperature is right now. Let's see. Ooh, 22. 22. 22. Wow. Yeah. Oh, I almost went. When I go out there, maybe I can come see you. I almost went to the beach, but I just wanted to come home. Honestly, I just wanted to come home. I was feeling, to be honest, I was feeling a bit triggered. So, yeah. So I wanted to leave. I didn't want to run into anybody. So come on, NW. Excuse me. Makes me burpy. But yeah, so I was ready to leave, and so I saved some money. I'm not getting a hotel. I'm driving straight through. I left at 9:30, like in the morning, about 9:30, maybe 9:45, and I got home at 1 a.m. And there was snow along the road, but there was not any weather, like no rain, no rain, no snow, like I had on the way there. Um, so when I left here, I left at 10 minutes to 4 a.m. and I got there at 8 p.m. And it's in the same time zone, it's in mountain time. So, yeah. It was a long drive. It was a long drive. My next trip I'm planning, I had I had stuff that I didn't get sent. See my grandbaby, my first grandbaby. I had stuff to send my grandbaby, and I meant to get it. I meant, hello Rose, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Um, I I had some stuff to send my daughter, and some stuff for my grandbaby, and some stuff for I saw these little I was at the World Market where I got this dress. I love the World Market. I got my table, my coffee table, and my table with the eye on it there. And so I was at the World Market and I saw these little. Thank you for dropping links, Arnie. Appreciate it. I'm glad you caught me too. So I saw these little strawberry salt and pepper shakers, and so my granddaughter loves strawberries, and my daughter loved them when she was little too. I mean, she still loves them. Hello. Yeah, I used to only wear a dress for church on Sunday. Now I did find a church, so, but this was like a summer dress that I found at the World Market where I was, where I got my daughter the salt and pepper shakers, the strawberries, and she texted me she had gotten them already on my way back. And so I told her my next trip is going to be to Philly again to see my grandbaby for her first birthday. Yeah, so since it's too cold to wear this dress outside, so I thought I'd put it on for my live. So, like church is an excuse. I don't usually get dressed up for anything. Church is an excuse to get dressed up, and so my live too. And I was putting my makeup on. That's why I was late. Because I was putting my things. I got some food at Target, and I lost my hat in Arizona. It's funny that wait, I'll show you. I got some. And they're already on sale, and it's still so cold. I got some new hats. It's funny, my hat that has the little ball on the top, my green hat. I got this new green one, and I got the pink one. Let me take this tag off of it. And so it was funny because I grabbed my hat when I was leaving here, and I pulled out of my garage. This was at 10 minutes to 4. Like I said, I left at 10 minutes to 4. And I pulled out of my garage and I was going to push the button to close the door. And I look and I had dropped my hat on the floor of the garage. So I put my car in park, got out, grabbed my hat, went, and that hat came in handy because it was so cold. And I bought a couple scarves. And what I forgot to bring was my sweatshirts. I didn't grab my sweatshirts, and it was going to be the last thing I grabbed. So I did have my coat and scarf and my hat, and my other hat I sleep in, and it's like all stretched out. But I seem to have lost that hat again. I think I maybe dropped it again, while getting in the car or something, and had it in my hand or something like that. Like I did when I was going there, because I was like, maybe it's in the car somewhere. And I looked and I couldn't find it. I'm like, well, I need to get some more hats because it's cold here in Colorado. And there was newly fallen snow. So, but yeah, thank you for dropping those links, Arnie. But so, yeah, that's what I did today. And I'm unpacking the car, and I got my car washed. And I didn't finish unpacking the car, actually, but I got most of the stuff out of there. So I didn't vacuum. Only the passenger side needs to be vacuumed, really, because there was so much stuff. Nothing really. Hey, Chris, hello. It was great to meet Chris. Chris was there. And yeah, and I met a lot of people. I just subscribed to, drop Turtle Dumb's link, and I met Adriana. She was so funny. RV Camp Her. That's her channel. That's Adriana's. And I met Turtle Dumb. I met Simply C. I met two Stacy's. I can't remember. One Simply C. The other Stacy, I'm not sure what her channel is. Hello, Hilda. Hello. Did you hit your door? Oh no. I think I'll leave my hat on. I'm cold. So yeah. And yeah, it was really fun. And I was my hotel was like 28, not 30 minutes away. It was still in Arizona. It was right on the border of California, though. It's right by Blythe. And I was thinking of going somewhere else. I considered maybe stopping in Sedona on my way back. The thing about I love Sedona. I haven't been there in a long while, but my brother who passed in 2002 lived in the Sedona area, lived in Clarksdale. So I feel like it would be kind of emotional. I thought about it, I considered it, and I was tired and I wanted to come home. I put on the thing, there's no place like home. I have that little sign that I used to have in my RV too with Dorothy and Toto that says there's no place like home. But yeah, I wanted to come home. I felt like the trip going to Sedona, and even going to back to LA would be kind of emotional for me because I drove through LA last year, but the last time I really stayed in the LA area was when my thank you, Chris. I enjoyed your company too. The last time I was in the stayed in the LA area was when my sister-in-law passed away, and then I ended up leaving my brothers abruptly because I just didn't feel comfortable. We kind of had a disagreement, so yeah, kind of visiting LA would have been emotional for me, and visiting Sedona would have been emotional for me. And I'm just like, I'm not ready. Eventually I will go back to those places, but not this time. And I'm hoping that my plant back there, my I don't know, you can see it. My orchid is still alive. I don't know if it's going to come back or if I killed it. I hope I didn't kill it. But yeah, I was going to give it to my son to water while I was gone, because I thought I was going to be gone maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks. And I was like, nope, you know what? I'm going to go back. So your cat's typing. Arnie's cat's typing. Yeah, so yeah, I was gonna say something again, and I hesitate because I don't like to be negative, but you know, I share things, you know, and it's not that it's not that I can't let it go or whatever. I hope to encourage and help people that have gone through similar things, you know? So like when I talk about my ex, or I talk about narcissists, or I talk about the bully or the bullies, you know, I'm hoping it will help others in learning how to deal with similar situations, because sometimes other people do go through that. But the thing I went through with the bully was not like a troll. It really annoys me when people say, oh, everybody has that. Everybody goes through trolls on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. That wasn't it. You know, they made a video about me. It's still up. And then they were following me around from live to live and harassing me. And then they did another video on me. Thankfully, they took that one down. But they were, you know, really stalking and harassing me. And that's why those people had come to that area for a different meetup. And so that's why I didn't want to run into them. And what I wanted to say about that, though, is what hurt more than that, like I wasn't really that close. Like the first guy I was crushing on, and it wasn't that I'm mad that you don't like me. It was that he was leading me on. He's saying to me on his live. And so, and that was really hurtful. and I'm all over their channels and stuff like that. And I'd like to be off of their channels, but anyways, what hurt me was the people that I thought would stay my friends that sided with them, and it's like I'm being like people I thought were my friends, and it's like, how can you be okay with that person doing a bashing video on me, getting everybody to hate on me? And that hurt even more, because like those people were there too, and I really didn't want to run into them either. I mean, used to be my friends, and I'm just like, they sided with the bullies, and they didn't want to be put out of the group too. It was like a peer pressure thing. But anyways, so I wanted to briefly say that, because it caused me a lot of stress and anxiety. And yeah, narcissism is epidemic. And some of these people, they fool people, like like you first meet these bullies and you go to their channel, and even the video about me, he acts like he's so nice. And he says, I caused him anxiety. And it's like, I didn't do anything to him. And it's just like, if I was causing you anxiety, why would you follow me into like Glow's live, to Triple C, following me all over? Like, if I'm causing you anxiety, leave me alone, go away. And so, yeah. And it's not a troll. Please don't even say that. And I didn't see someone that, someone texted me as I was leaving there, but this person is still in that group. And, I tried to see some people, and it didn't. I tried to find High Jolly, and it was leading me to I was trying to find the High Jolly campground, but it was leading me to the cemetery, I think. And so I didn't find this one person that I follow on Instagram. And so I didn't get to meet up with her. And I think like I wanted to see Alyssa Vanilla. Alyssa Vanilla is kind of like an introvert like me, and she's got a big, huge channel. So I'm kind of like watching her because like, this is what I will do. I would leave. I'm not into big crowds. I went to the RTR like one day. And I don't live in my vehicle, so I don't need a lot of the information and stuff like other people. But so yeah, so no, oh Van Girl, I talk about it to help other people, and I'm like real and honest. See, that whole group is like fake. There are a lot of them pretending to be something they're not, and many of them, I'll talk about what I want to talk about, and things that helped me and how I got through. But it was a very stressful time. I've been in transition like the last couple of years because I left Georgia in 2020. In the middle of the pandemic, and I sold my house. I had downsized, and I had so much stuff. I'm hoping now that I learned to edit, I can edit a video about some of the stuff I downsized, because I have all the pictures. I sold a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. But no, you can't. You have to give someone another thought when they're following you around. You have to stand up to a bully. That's the thing. You can't just ignore them. Like trolls, you can ignore. They'll go away. They're trying to get a rise out of you. But bullies, you have to stand up to them. And I had to threaten to sue them to get them to stop. But the live he did about me is still his most viewed live. And I'd like to say to him, if you're watching, make that video unlisted, because you're still in danger of being sued as long as you leave that video up there. Make it unlisted. But I doubt you will. I know you can't make it private, because you would probably get demonetized, because it got him monetized. It's his most viewed live, and he acts all nice in it. Hello, John Chalker. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, you have to stand up to him, you know. And I honestly it caused me so much anxiety. I was having anxiety about other things, and it caused me so much anxiety, and I felt so stabbed, betrayed by many friends, and it was just very painful. And that was one of the things I was kind of triggered. So that's another reason why I left Quartzsite, because I didn't know. Hey, Roy and Becky, it's good to see you. Yeah, because somebody pointed out to me, oh, we can see their camp from Carol's camp. And I was like, oh, crap. Because I didn't know they were that close. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, and that person doesn't usually go to channels. I started going to less and less channels. One safe place I found that was still safe. There are a few of the minions of the bully over there, but just a couple. But I found that Roy and Becky's was a good place to go. And but the ones like the people I was like I camped with, I hung out with, I used to go live with all the time, that they were just okay with him saying the stuff about me, and they knew like my side of the story, because they knew me. They were like my friends. And I'm just like, it was just so hurtful. And that hurt even more than the bully. You know, I don't care about especially this second bully. Yeah, I was crushing on the first guy, and then y'all, I honestly just listened to the video that he did, because I couldn't listen. I couldn't stop. It was so triggering. I couldn't really. I listened to bits and pieces of it, but I couldn't listen to the whole thing. And this has been over a year ago now. But yeah, and he just says many things that aren't even true. And I knew it was all BS anyways. But and just saying, and then saying, oh, and then she says she's not going to say the name, and then she says the name, and it's like, why is it not okay for me to say that, and yet you're saying my name? And it was just like, it's utterly ridiculous. But anyways, I'm hoping like their channels aren't growing. The guy I was crushing on was just using me on his channel to grow his channel. And I would like him to take all images of me off his channel, but hey, that's not going to happen, because I'm all over his channel. I'm all over his channel. They were using me, and then the second bully, because they were friends, you know, that's why the second one got started. But anyways, I got interviewed by him. Like there was nothing. Like supposedly he was so mad at me, and I was causing him so much anxiety that he blocked me. And then he interviews me at M21. I'm walking by like, hey, Red, and it wasn't like I went up to him like, hey, interview me. And it wasn't like I was going live interviewing him or anything. I like to keep to myself. I honestly do. I didn't realize I was an introvert. I put that on the thumbnail. I didn't realize I was an introvert until much later. I was like, did my personality change? Or like, I felt like I was trying to be an extrovert because I felt like that's what people wanted, Wait, let me go back to look at your comment. Yeah. And I just feel like a lot of those people responded to peer pressure. They didn't want to be put out of the group. And I actually call them their I don't want to use the language, but brown nosers, butt kissers. And they didn't want to be put out of the group, and so they sided with him. And so thank you all for being here. Is it still windy in Quartzsite, Roy and Becky? Yeah. Yeah. I found out who my real friends were. And see, and that's what and that's what I found. The people at Carol's channel, I'm going for quality friends, not quantity. Like these people are going for quantity. Although, and I'm finding that the people though that are genuine, that I feel are genuine and real, and what I aim to be on my channel. That's why I talk openly about this stuff. The people that are genuine and real get more subscribers anyways, because people like that. They don't like the BS. They don't like the phoniness. And so that's why I feel like Lindy has so much subscribers now. I was just trying to get Lindy to 1,000, and I kept dropping her link at Carol's, and I feel like Carol's really genuine, and and helping people. That's what I mean. I hope my channel is helpful to people, because it will happen to other people. I'm sick of the people saying like, this friend that messaged me is like, oh yeah, I have issues with a few of those people too, but he was camping over with them, and it's like, you don't have the issues I have. my friend, or my kind of sort of friend, I don't know, because I'm talking about someone they turned the whole community against me, and that's why I'm really thankful to the people that were sort of in that community that did still come to my channel and still support me. Yeah, I'd rather people be themselves and honest and not put on a show for other people. I don't like people that sell people with, honestly, yeah, they're dishonest. Yeah, quality people like Roy and Becky. Yeah, you guys, you can drop your links at any time. Drop each other's links. Yeah, I really appreciate Roy and Becky. So, yep. Yeah, because, yeah. I didn't know like who was going to be there because I don't really keep up with them, But I heard through the grapevine, so and so's over there, and I'm just like, that's nice. Thanks for the info. Roy and Becky filled me in. But yeah. My last night trying to sleep in the car, I don't think I slept at all, you guys. I was so exhausted when I went. I went to the hotel. So Thursday morning when I got up, because I don't think I slept hardly at all. Yeah, they were creating drama, really. What was I saying? So Thursday morning is when I booked the hotel through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Because I got up and I was just like, I don't think I slept at all. I don't think I slept a wink. So I have this pinched nerve in my neck, and so this arm like falls asleep. So I can't sleep on this side. So I usually sleep on my back or on this side. And it was very cramped in the car. You're welcome, John. Yeah. Yeah, I like the people that are themselves and don't show favoritism and stuff like that. Because, some people that I was close to, I like never thought that they would, and that some of them were in that live in his chat when they saw like he took down the thumbnail, but it said red, it said red on the thumbnail before, but he took that down, trying to pretend to be nice again. Because I compared it to and I still do compare it to the thing that happened to Lee, Life with Lee, and she, because the guy that was harassing Life with Lee was doing videos about her and getting other people to hate on her, and they were going over to her channel. Thankfully, well, I did have a couple people come to my channel, but I just deleted there. And then I had one supporter that tried to comment in his chat and defend me. God bless her, my friend. She tried to comment in his chat and support me, and he deleted her comment. And he said, I didn't, because when he said I did video bashing him, I didn't say his name. And he said that I did, and I didn't. And she left a comment, and she took a screenshot of it and sent it to me. And he deleted it. So good night, Hilda. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, sometimes you don't. So, like, that's what I'm saying, John. You got to be careful. There's wolves in sheep's clothing. That's what Red says. And they pretend to be nice. And they pretend to be so nice. Yeah, what we learned is if there's someone that repeatedly says they don't do drama, run as fast as you can in the other direction. Those are the ones that seem to have the most drama. Yeah. And then I commented on something because those people that say they don't do drama were condemning me for responding to the bully, which I really feel I needed to stand up to him, and that was a thing I needed to do, is say, because I kind of faltered because I don't like to say things I don't mean. And it's like, oh man, am I really gonna have to do this? Am I really gonna have to do this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna sue him if I like. He's gonna. They were trying to run me off YouTube, and I honestly would have been. I think like someone else that was like, even with me, I saw I hadn't been over there to their channel again because again it was a friend. I even donated to help her get her dog, her what do you call it, support dog. And she was my friend and everything, and she sided with all of them, and like her channel is all monetized now and blah, blah. And I was like, I just finally things like sort of dawned on me, like with the first guy I was like, and then I realized like, oh my goodness, he's like using me. And then to sing me, he sang me, hey there little red riding hood. He sung that to me on his live. And then he deleted it. That live got deleted. But and that is a mean thing to do to someone crushing on you when you don't feel the same way. What a mean and that I never do. Sometimes, believe it or not, sometimes people like me, and I don't feel the same way. And I would never do that, lead someone on like that. That's really, really mean. Really, really mean. So, yeah. And so, yeah, I got mad. I did get mad at him. And, but yeah, they're all drama, and they like to drink on their lives too. I'm drinking. I got my root beer. They get drunk on their lives and at their meetups, and I don't like that. But I drink a little tiny bit though, but I hardly drink at all. I used to, when my kids were coming up, I didn't drink at all. And I have family members that are alcoholic, and my ex is, so that's kind of why that's a red flag for me. So when I first started on YouTube though, you guys, I was away from God, and so I was ignoring a lot of red flags. But afterwards I'm like, oh, there was a ton of red flags. Like, because I was really, really goody when my kids were coming up. You know, we were always in church, and I didn't drink at all. And I've never smoked or anything. Yeah, one time this person, it was funny because this person, they smoke a lot too, like a chimney. I was coughing on my lives or whatever, and they're like, it's that vaping. That's what that is. It's that vaping. And I was like, what? I'm like, I don't vape. I never smoked ever. So it was funny. Yeah. That no drama person accusing me is like, you are coughing because of your yeah, that's a good. I love that. I love Maya Angelou. I got a little book. I found it at the World Market. I got a little Maya Angelou. Little Maya Angelou quote book. I know why the caged bird sings. Nothing will work unless you do. Yes. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. When you learn, teach. That's what I'm doing. When you get, give. I'm doing that too. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. Yes, mean people really do suck. And it's tricky because these people act like really nice people. They act like nice people. Like my ex. Like a lot of people think my ex. And my ex can be really nice sometimes. But you just got to be careful because the other side will eventually show itself. So, yeah. So that's why I like the verse. So I started, and it was funny. I said on my community tab that I hadn't signed books for a while, and I gave out a few books. And I gave out a few books at this meetup, and I hadn't signed them in a while. And I used to sign them with Matthew 7:15, and I accidentally put 14, which talks about the narrow gate, which is also a good verse, but it's not about wolves. But another verse I like even better about wolves. The one in Matthew 7 is about beware the false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. But in Matthew 10:16, it says, and this is on my about page, behold, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. Therefore be as wise as serpents and as harmless as doves. Yeah. I'm chilly. Yeah, I shared 3 poems. I said my elephant poem and my poem about the storm, and then the night. There was a lot more people the night of Carol's birthday party, and I kind of waited for it to the crowd thinned out a little bit, and then see, because I'm being shy, and then I said my red-headed poem, and they're all in the 7-story tree. But so what I want to work on when I'm here being still is editing my next book of poems. And I want to find, I think I need to find I have been told I need to find what do you call it? Not a promoter, agent. I need to find a publishing agent because I want to get my book of red poems published by a real publisher and not have to do it on Amazon again. I did the 7-story tree on Amazon. Hey, Brenda. I got to meet Brenda too. It was great meeting you, Brenda. Yeah. So the poem I said, I'm still working on memorizing my new poems. I can read one to you. Let me go to my website. Oh, that took me to the wrong thing. I need to memorize my new poems. So I have a lot of things to work on. See, I was finding that when I was traveling around in my RV, I didn't have as much time as I thought I was going to have, because I was always um, uh, planning where to go next, setting up, taking down. I was going too fast. I never stayed anywhere long. And then in talking about being an introvert, I found the places I enjoyed the most were the places where I was by myself, like when I was at Klamath. And I would have enjoyed Aussie Falls if I was there by myself. There was a meetup there. I enjoyed Lake of the Woods. So I have a video on my channel about Lake of the Woods, and it snowed when I was there. I went there after a meetup, after the Oregon meetup. Oh, thank you for praying for me. Yes, pray for Red, and Red will pray for you. So, y'all, this is my website. I'll put it in the chat. And I'm going to read a poem off of there because I want to say a different one than I said. I said ones I had memorized at the meetup. So I have this poem on my website. It's called That Four-Letter Word. It's also on my YouTube. I want to do more poetry videos. My cooking videos seem to do the best, though. And then some of my little shorts, like on the way up and my stop on the way back, my short for my first potty break, that's at like 600 views already. But I'm hoping that and I can do some of my short poems and make them shorts. So, but this is that four-letter word. And you can guess, you'll figure out by the end what it is, but it's a four-letter word, and it's a good word and not a bad word. It's never in vain. It all matters, no matter how small an act. A kind word, a smile, a hug, a cup of cold water. I have it in a photograph, a letter, a scrap of paper, a meal, a memory, a bowl of chili, chicken salad, peach ice cream, and red velvet cupcakes, chocolate and roses. It speaks your language. It's a gift, a movie, a lightsaber, a new hope. It's a verb, it's a noun, it's an adjective. It's profound. It's encouragement and motivation. It's harder than you thought, yet it makes everything easier. Like E.T., it phones home. It's more wonderful than you knew and worth everything you put in. It hangs on. It never quits, even if you let go of it. It can hurt sometimes. It can't stay mad. It works and tries. It bleeds and cries and doesn't lie. It apologizes, gives and forgives. It's the only thing we take with us when we die. Yet it makes us feel alive. It always hopes, believes, trusts. It never fails. And even if you're away a while, it waits for you to come home. Y'all know what that is, right? Love. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I like to say. You just have to be kind to people. And see, that's another reason why I kept thinking, I kept feeling anger in my heart every time I was like, what am I going to do if I run into them? And I was still angry. And I'm like, I am not gonna, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be pretty. So that was another reason why I left. I didn't want to run into them. Any of them, even, like I said, it's more upsetting, uh, the ex-friends, the ones that I thought were my friends and that are like, I'm like, I can't believe you're cool with someone doing this and saying stuff about, me. I thought I was your friend. And it's just like, guess I was wrong. And so, but yeah, I believe in being kind. I do. And yeah, I believe in forgiveness, but I also believe you don't need to put up with BS. And I won't. I won't put up with it. I won't put up with bullying. Yeah. Yeah, Roy and Becky met Brenda Burner too, and she got a sticker. And so on the last night, when the crowd thinned out, I said my Ginger Me poem, which is in the 7-story tree. Usually I have a book over here to show you, but it's green. And so, yeah, if anybody wants a copy, and you can send, I appreciated Chris. Chris gave me a donation, but I gave out some books, and then I put the wrong verse. I put the verse about yes, it does matter how you treat people does matter. Yeah, it does. Oh yeah, and one day, Carol had on her shirt that has that verse on it. Let all that you do be done in love. I can't remember what verse it is, but yeah, she had that. I liked that shirt. I forgot to tell her. I liked that shirt she had on. Yes. Thank you for praying for me, Ronald. I appreciate that. Did I give you the book? I can't remember if I gave you the book or not. I don't like to push it on people, but if I think like someone's gonna enjoy it if they say. So I got to meet last night. Last night I got to meet Lady Debbie S. And I said, I'll say the redheaded poem for you. It's called Ginger Me, and it's in this one. I said that poem that night, and Lady Debbie S. said something, and I was like, well, let me go get you a book. She was like, I like a copy of that. And I said, well, let me go get you a book. And so, but if you would like just my email is right down there. Right down there, going by. Just email me if you don't have a copy of it and you'd like one, or if you'd like stickers. Let me show you. Yeah, John has a copy. Where did I put my stickers? I don't know. Where did I put my stickers? Oh, there they are. I see. If you'd like stickers or a book, just email me. And if you'd like to make a donation, you can make a donation. Oh, these are the stickers I got. Many roads, no rules. I met a lot of people. Not everybody had stickers. I got a new Mulbang sticker. Where's that one? I think I showed you it first. But anyways, if you'd like one of my stickers, you can email me your address. Or if you'd like a book, specify which. If you get a book, you get stickers. But if you just want stickers, say which is which. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Arnie. That's my. Yes, boundaries. That's what I've been learning since my divorce, and haven't you heard it? It is on my channel. You might have heard it before, but if you haven't, here it goes. Blondes have all the fun. They're the lucky ones. Gentlemen prefer them. Seems bad boys prefer me. Perhaps another shade of dye is worth a try. But my cousin says her red hair makes her fly. They look at her, they look at me. If he's male, we'll get it for free. She's got sass, she's got spunk. She knows that God don't make junk. They call me red, a firecracker, they said. I no longer care what they say. What's in my heart can't be taken away. Someday my hair will fade, and I'll let it stay gray. Or go white as redheads do. Beauty is vain, but the fire in my heart will burn on and on. And to my king, I'll sing this song. His love is deeper than the ocean. He washes away my brokenness. He whispers to my heart, his love for me will never part. Yeah, there's a lot of different poems in here about my family. It's sort of like my life in poems and what I was going through with my separation and letting go of a 30-year marriage. And so it was a lot of trials and tribulations. And yeah. Like here's one, #mom, about being a mom and why I stayed. I love you. I cook for you. I wash and dry for you. I pray every day for you. I cry for you. I buy for you. I die for you. I take a grenade for you. Jump in front of a train for you. I stay for you. That's about my kids. And so, like, yeah, because you hear, that the divorce is so hard on the kids, and they were all grown. By the time we separated, but it had been rocky, all along. We never did get along very well, and he was always controlling and manipulative. Thank you, Roy and Becky. Yeah, I'd like to hear more of your story. Yeah, who do you all think I should yeah, can I interview you? You want me to interview you on my live over Gal? Yeah, I haven't set up any more interviews, but I'm going to. Okay, you have. Yeah. That is an old one. And so like I need to memorize some of my newer poems. And like um there's open mics and poetry forums here in Denver, and I need to look into that. Because I had this Uber driver or Lyft driver tell me about that on the way back from the airport. And she said, yeah. And then another person I met at church, I met a really nice young couple at church last time I went to church. And she said, oh, yeah, you're in the right place if you're a spoken word poet, because there's open mics and stuff. Like there was only one. I used to go to one in Macon. Yeah, yeah. You can email me. That's my email going along the bottom on this thing. So, yeah. Um, hmm. I don't know, Arnie. I guess it doesn't show like a link because it's an email address. So maybe that's why. Because you are a moderator, but it's not the same as a link. Maybe that's why. Um but yeah, I met a lot of great people, and I finally decided I'm like, okay, if I met, because I started to feel like bad, like I was I was sad I didn't get to meet Alyssa, and then I didn't get to meet up with the person that I follow on Instagram. But then I was just like, well, I said to God, I was like, I'm gonna meet who I'm supposed to meet. How about that? And I did pray, and this has worked for me before because I prayed to not run into some people. Uh, what doesn't kill you? Um, let's see. Maybe I find it if I can. There's a lot of poems in here. And like I didn't even realize I had this neighbor that was like one of the first ones to buy this book. And she was at my I was trying to sell Mary Kay. I tried all these different uh I tried for so many jobs. Um what page is that one on, Ronald? Oh yeah, my neighbor was the one that told me to put in the table of contents, and I can go in on that was the good. There was a lot of good things about doing it on Amazon. It was free, and like Amazon's weren't the ones that stole it from me. That was the Vanity publishers. Oh, what doesn't kill you? Page 78. Uh, yeah, this is a really short one. This one I could do as like a short. What doesn't kill you? Help me to be strong. Help me to get along. Help me to let go, to reap what I sow. I don't need a man, no matter who. I only need you. I am strong, beautiful. I am good enough. I am willing to wait for your timing and your will, Lord. Please help me to do that. Amen. Yes. Thank you for reminding me of that, Ronald. Yeah, because when it was like I threw all this away when I walked away from God and I got upset. And yeah, I like the song by Kelly Clarkson. A lot of these are taken from like songs, like the title of a song or one line from a song, not to be like stealing something, but just borrowing little bits. But when I got so upset because my kids, my daughters weren't talking to me, I walked away from God, and that's when I had been suicidal. Um, it was really a low, dark night of the soul. And I was away from God when I got involved with all those people because I saw those red flags. I saw those red flags, but I ignored those red flags. I ignored all the red flags. When I took a step back, when I like came to myself, I was like, whoa, that that YouTuber I was crushing on, just exactly like my ex. Seems really nice, handsome, tall, dark, and handsome. Seems really nice. Um, Very into their image, how they look. Yeah, it will look good to have this redhead here promote me. He got another redhead to promote him on his channel, so I was fired. but not my ex though. I don't think he's found another redhead yet. He's probably looking though. But yeah. So it's good to be reminded of these. I should go through it all and read it all over again, because I just was going down the drain when I was away from God, and I was getting more and more anxious. And I knew, like, I felt like in the back of my mind, I kept thinking, I know he's here. And then little things like the need to breathe. It was so difficult when I was taking care of my sister-in-law who was dying from cancer. It was so stressful because I sensed that this was going to be it, because she wasn't getting better. And she was just like, you need to stay here until I gain 15 pounds. And I'm just like, I'm not going anywhere. I don't have anywhere to go. I was just like, yeah, sure, I'll stay, because I was cooking for her. And I made the red velvet cupcakes for my nephew's birthday in early January and stuff. But I was at the Albertsons buying food because, I'd buy their groceries and stuff and the stuff that I was going to cook. And I heard the Need to Breathe song come on, Keep Your Eyes Open. And I had wrote a poem even based on that song. And that poem is kind of like, keep your eyes open, my love, keep your eyes open for God, and so that really hit me. And then when I was in the St. Louis area, and then I heard on the radio that Need to Breathe was in concert with Switchfoot, and Switchfoot is this one. That's why I got this Switchfoot song. I'm gonna get Keep Your Eyes Open on this arm. um, the Need to Breathe song. So yeah, and God was working on me. God was showing me that He was there and that He was watching me. And there was this old Audio Adrenaline song that I used to like, but I didn't relate to it as much. But it's called Leaving the 99. Uh, and I was the one lost sheep. And there's a story in the Bible where the shepherd will leave the 99 to go after the one lost sheep and bring it home. And that was me. And then there's a poem in here. I'll read that one to you before I go. It's on page 25. I'm really glad my friend. I'm out of touch with my neighbor in Georgia. What was her name? Carol. But yeah, she was really helpful. I'm glad she had me. She's like, you need to put the table of contents in there. And then when she was telling, I don't know if I finished telling the story, but she was telling the other lady at my Mary Kay party about my poetry book, and she said, it's her life in poems. And I was like, oh, that's a good description. That's what it is. It's my life in poems. I'm glad you liked the cupcakes. They were such a mess. I was trying to make them so pretty for Carol. And thankfully, Brenda Berner, thank you, Brenda Berner, if you're still here, she brought more cake because I gave out all of the cupcakes I made because I just had the cooler. I didn't have a refrigerator. So I wanted to go ahead and give them out. And so I did that. But I wrote this prodigal poem about one of my kids, and now I realized it's about me as the prodigal. Of course, this is all my fault. Eve had 2 sons, one killed the other. She must have been a terrible mother. Esau was his father's favorite, but Jacob was a mama's boy. Of course they didn't get along. Leave them alone and they'll come home. Jacob did, but his mom was gone. Having favorites is not wise. Just read about Joseph. He was despised. It's in Genesis 37. Train them up in the way they should go. Your work shall be rewarded. Trust God with them. He loves them even more than you. Don't give in to wrong behavior. Love must be tough. Show them you love them enough to say no. When they are old, they will not depart. Keep loving him with all your heart. God had a prodigal son too. Didn't you know that son was you? I was a daughter, prodigal daughter. But yeah, things were getting just messier. I was upset because things were going so badly. And yes, I'm glad we met too, Brenda. Yes, I was just saying thank you for bringing more cake because I was like, I decided to give a container. I think I had 3 containers with 8. I had 32. Yeah, I had 3 containers of 8 each. And then I put the last 8 in these little containers so they would fit in the cooler. These little containers with 2 in them. And so I just figured out. I was like, what does that say? I'm welcome. You're welcome. Because I thanked him for mentioning that poem. Yeah. That's one. I need to be reminded of that. Because sometimes we get impatient waiting on God. I was watching another video. I shared one video about Joyce Meyer that I watched today. But another one I watched that I didn't share was about waiting. And so yeah, I'm waiting, and a lot of the things that I was doing was, getting him paid, like, oh, I found, a man. I found a man. And I thought it was uh that YouTuber. And it's like, no. And I didn't realize, it's like you're blinded when you're up like this close. And when you take a step back and you realize, oh no, this is not good. This is not good. Um, yeah, that one I was crushing on was just a lot like drinker, drink, 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 drink. I do not want a drinker. No, I have a list now. You guys, Red is being very particular now about her men and about her friends. I'm being very particular. Quality, quality, quality. And everybody, y'all should be like that too. Quality friends, quality dates. Exactly. Oh, okay. I will go. I will go check. Oh, Van Gal. I will check. Should I go longer? You guys want to where did Brandon wasn't able to come up, so he left. Does anybody want to come up? Should I go to the top of the hour? It's 8:30 now here. Sometimes when I'm about to go off, it's like everybody comes in. It's like, yeah, I think the high was 13. I do have 14 watching now. It's like, so you guys like the earlier time? I think I had 2 people vote. But they did vote for the earlier time, I think. I think I had 2 people vote because I was asking people if they wanted me to stay at the later time or go earlier. Because I went earlier for people that I interviewed that were on the East Coast, because it's 10 o'clock when I go on before, but now it's like 9 when I go on. Oh, let me see my email. Okay. I did get a notification. Thank you. Thank you for emailing me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, if anybody wants to email me and let me know if you want a book or a sticker, and what else? Y'all, I think I'm going to go and unpack some more stuff. I still have a little bit more stuff in the car, and then I have a bag of food. I unpacked the cooler already, and I just put the cooler away in the garage. But I have a bag of food that didn't need to be refrigerated that I need to unpack. And yeah. So thank you all for coming in. I appreciate it. And I am probably going to try and find someone to interview next week. Y'all have any ideas? Who should I interview? I'm going to think of someone. Yes, thank you so much. Let's play Jesus Loves You. Yep. Be kind. Love one another. And I love y'all. Pray for Red. Red will pray for you. And I love y'all. Good night.